some of his names have been self-imposed. But Coach Kevin McHale has taken to calling him Big Horse. I'm not sure. We'll see if that one catches on.
And Memphis making a change here. Green's checked in. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Steve, what do you think of that nickname, Big Horse, for Howard? Did that do anything for you?
Not really, Kevin. In fact, it's the first time I've ever heard of him. I just prefer to think of him as Dwight Howard. Did that do anything for you?
No. As you would expect from Steve, ever the straight guy. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
Moniunas is checked in for Smith. Here's Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Harden has a wide open look. And Houston again with the bucket.
Man, great ball movement. They're just picking this defense apart with their passing.
Well, how about the 3 Ps, Steve? Purposeful, precise, passing. We love it, and so does this team because they're taking advantage of it.
Got a piece of it. Dismissed.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
In low to Howard. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
Now here is Conley. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 12. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Rockets here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
And I thought the defense was key here for this club. They really tightened up and made it difficult on their opponent.
How about the help on the drives and rotations? I mean, they've really been in sync as a unit.
Now Udrih, Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Terrence Jones out there with Moniunas. And it's Terry in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Allen outside. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, I think that pass caught him off guard, but he showed us board hands, too.
Checking in for your Rockets, Corey Brewer.
Here is Harden. Off the inbound. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. James Harden, Clark, voted by a majority of NBA GMs last season as the #1 shooting guard in the entire league.
Really hard to argue that, Kevin. I mean, he's an elite scorer, second in the league in free throw attempts per game last season. He's also a really, really good passer, able to make his teammates better because he draws so much attention, and he's a crafty and willing passer.
Harden no good on the free throw.
And Harden hand in glove with the Rockets' offensive philosophy. 80% of his shot attempts come from either beyond the arc or in the paint. That combination of shooting with slashing ability, a real key to his effectiveness.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Patrick Beverley could make the case for being the league's most disruptive defender at point guard. He said, quote, "I know some people might not like my defense, but I don't really care. I'm physical, I'm tough, and I'm setting the tone. I don't look at the numbers, I just go out there and I guard everyone exactly the same." That's aggressively, Kevin. Exactly what they're looking for.
He gets after it. Nothing easy. Thanks, Doris.
And James Harden among the league leaders in scoring and scoring efficiency for 2 seasons running. Even bad shots for most players are average ones for him with his great skill level. And the other thing that makes him such a potent scorer, he gets to that foul line to the tune of about 10 times a game.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Koufos comes in for Marc Gasol. And Lee's subbed in for Tony Allen. Stolen by Harden. And it's the Rockets on the break. 9 feet out. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Harden's got 8.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on the string.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
And thank you, Doris. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And some nice passing there by Houston. Nice shot by Terry. And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with southpaws.
Well, and especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro move, the change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through players.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Here is Harden. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. Terry outside. Takes the 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
This is when they need to be patient, work the ball, and find a high percentage shot.
And now we've got the intentional foul. And it's Udrich in the corner. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Here is Harden. He's got 8. And Brewer kicks to Moniunas. Feeds it to Brewer. Passes to Harden. And another 3 for Houston.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the three-point line. That's 4 of the last 5. You got to run those guys off the line.
I agree, and the defense is practically giving them those shots, though.
Now here is Carter. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. The feed to Koufos. Out to Lee. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? And that's just an awful turnover.
And here are the Rockets. Big time run continues here. 16-0, shutting it down. Shot's good. Moniunas has got 6 in the quarter.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Harden's shot is good.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, look at the discrepancy in the assist column between these two teams.
It was a little strange to see a coaching change for the Grizzlies last year after they were a playoff team, but it worked out for them.
Yeah, I was surprised by that as well. I thought Lionel Hollins did a terrific job. A lot of people questioned what they were thinking making that switch, but they were able to keep the momentum going after losing Gasol for a segment of the season due to a knee injury.
That's flat out embarrassing.
Here's Udrih. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Lee outside. 6 on the shot clock. Moniunas grabs the miss. Moniunas has got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Houston again with the bucket.
Starting to get a little momentum here after that scoreless first quarter.
1:53 left now here in the second. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
That drive by Carter. No good.
And they needed that hoop to try to stop this run.
They just seem to keep coming up empty. They got to slow it down and get a good shot. He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
Udrih dishes to Carter. 1:19 left in the first half. And Udrih kicks to Carter. 6 to shoot. The drive by Lee. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Udrih for 3. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. Terry with it. 6 points for him. Moniunas passes to Terry. From downtown, and Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Terry. And that's 18 points for James Harden. For Memphis, they've gone an abysmal 0 of 6 from the field since the second quarter began. Udrih dishes to Carter, looking to end the drought, and Jones pulls it down. Houston's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Courtney Lee.
Well, playing in the West can be a grind, and that's what was impressive about where the Rockets ended up. They didn't rely on their bench a whole lot. They really rode their starters.
2 shots.
As you said, Clark, Rockets did well against the rest of the conference and really didn't have a deep rotation.
Usually that can catch up to a team, but the Rockets starters were able to stay healthy and log big minutes last year, and it's why they nabbed that 4th seed in the West.
He misses the free throw.
What a performance from Harden here. He has 18 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Jones. Smith comes in for Moniunas. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Brewer. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
They're playing well. Guys, they're really starting to pull away.
Yep, here at the midway point, that's exactly what's happening.
The Rockets shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
Patrick Beverly. At the line for 1.
And the free throw, no good. Allen kicks to Conley. Lets it fly from 18. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Houston on top, running away with it. And now